Hey crafters, it's me again, Sai, and this is Happy Accident Studios where the craft hits the fan. And that's you. Today I wanted to have a bit of a crafty chat with y'all, and the subject of choice today is magazines. Do you get magazines? Do you have a problem with magazines? And I don't mean a problem with magazines like, oh, I don't like magazines, but I'm talking about I have to have magazines. And I'm talking about craft ones, we all fall victim to the celebrity magazine sometimes, but I'm referring to these puppies. Stuff like Craft Stamper, Simply Cards and Paper Craft, Paper this, Paper that, Yarn this, Yarn that. All those kinds of magazines. I have a bit of a problem with it. I mean, if I like a magazine, I'll subscribe. And I have done. I've been a member of the Craft Stamper community for quite some time. I do like them. Not getting any money from any magazines to do this, by the way. I don't know why people are so concerned with that. Why are people so concerned with that? Do you know? If you know, can you leave a comment down below, please? Because I would love to find out why. It mystifies me. Just mystifies me completely. Anyway, magazines. Yes, if I like a magazine, I'll subscribe to it. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to read it, though. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes life just gets in the way. You're doing all kinds of other things, including the thing that the magazine is about, crafting, and you kind of don't read the magazine. And then other times, when you really want a magazine fix, and it's about to come out, and you keep checking the shop and it's not there, or you keep checking your mailbox and it's not there, you're like, I want my magazine now! And you do kind of go out, and you look around the shops for a magazine fix, and you generally grab something that has something on it. Let me show you which one I mean. Like something like this, and there's a nice free gift in it. I mean, that's cool, because really the free gift is probably worth the same amount as the price on the magazine anyway. So you're basically buying some cool paper and getting a free magazine in the package. I think that's not such a bad deal, personally. And if I see something I like in the shop that I would use anyway, I am probably going to buy the magazine. Unfortunately, what happens to me then is I forget that I've got it. It ends up in a bag, and I find it months later. This one is from... oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it says issue 113, but I have no idea what month that's from. Well, that's good. It hides my shame temporarily. Anyway, this is a good example of one that I would ordinarily subscribe to. Simply Crochet. I picked it up from issue 1, and that is a big hook for me. If I can get the first issue of a magazine, chances are I'm more likely to subscribe to something than if I've suddenly become aware of it in issue 5 or 6 and, I've missed 5 whole issues. I like to see how something develops and grows over time, and if I can't start at the beginning, that just, I don't know, it does something to the way my brain's wired, and it says, no, 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 must start at the beginning. This one, I managed to find out about it through Facebook, and I'm so glad I did, because now every time it comes out in the shop I seem to see something on Facebook about it, and I'm so glad, and I go out and get it, because guess what, I haven't got this one yet. I better go get it. But unfortunately, issue 8 is still in the bag, and I don't know what number they're up to now, but I'm pretty sure it's like 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that. And I have read the rest of them. This one just, it must have been in the same bag as this other one. I don't know. But my question to you today is, if you do the magazine thing, what do you do with your magazines? One of the things that some people do, I'm sure, is they buy the little binders that are advertised in the back of the magazine so that you can store your issues chronologically and be all organized and that. And I think that's a brilliant idea, especially if you're the kind of person that just can't throw it away, because you know who you are, you know who I'm talking to here, and I was one of those. I really was, until I realized that my house was full of magazines. Yeah, that can't happen. That can't happen. So what I started to do, and this was quite some time ago, is I bought, on suggestion of a friend, and just so I can give her a little shout out, her blog, she doesn't vlog like this, her normal internet blog is scrapbooksandcookbooks.blogspot.com, and her name's Wendy, and she does some fantastic work, and she has a really elegant style and really, really worth looking at for inspiration or just entertainment. Fantastic. Go, Wendy, go. But she suggested to me that I buy these A4 sized display books. Basically, they are A4 plastic pouches in a binder already. So you don't have to buy the document wallets and things like that and stick them in a ring binder, which I don't like. So this is perfect for me. And what I've done is I've gone through all of my magazines of a specific title. In this case, it was an old one from America called Scrap and Stamp Arts Magazine. And that one, as I believe it's now defunct, but what I did was I went through and I took out the articles that I knew I would want to refer back to, or projects that I thought contained some inspirational aspect that I would want to look at later. The rest of it, I'm happy to say, ended up in the recycling bin, along with all the advertisements that were in it and everything else. So now what I have is a few of these binders, and I've got to say I don't have a lot of them, but I've got a decent sized amount of these lovely little binders that are just condensed full of the stuff that I liked out of the magazine, and the rest of it is no longer taking up space in my house. So do you do the same thing? Do you collect the good bits and check out the bad bits, or do you just eventually get rid of the whole thing? I want to know. Let's chat. Comment down below. Let me know what you do with your magazines. Do you buy magazines that maybe you're not too interested in, but there's something nice on the front? Do you not get suckered in by that and are quite smart and controlled, like, not like me? Or do you just, keep everything and you have a giant archive of magazines? If you have an archive, how big is your archive? I want to know. Comment down below. I will be, hopefully, sorry, I'm going to move all that over there because I have to organize it now before it gets too big. I'm considering doing a monthly magazine roundup, so I would go and get my magazines every month and sort of go through them, let you know what's good, and does that interest you? If it's something you think you might like, just let me know, or just click like on the video. That's a good, short, and effortless way of letting me know that you'll like that kind of thing. And hopefully, I'll be giving you what you want on this channel, right? Because this is your channel and my channel. It's our channel, and we make it what we want to make it. So, thank you for joining me today. I have been Sai. This has been Happy Accident Studios. You have been my fabulous guest, and I'm glad that you came today. And see you next time. I can be found on Twitter, Pinterest, or Instagram at HappAct Studios, or at facebook.com/HappyAccidentStudios. And I will see you soon. Bye!